All right. Here we go. We're live. What up, good people? If you're out there, just say hi, wave, share some emojis. I want to know y'all are out there. So don't be shy. How you doing, Daniki? I hope I said that right. Hey, Fern, how you doing? How you doing, Lamise? Great to meet you. Great to see you. What up, Krista? How you doing? Hey, John from Liverpool. Always great to see you, bro. All right. Everybody is wonderful, bro. As you know, you're still waiting for your CD. Hello from Germany. Shout out to all my good people in Germany. Hopefully it gets here soon. I'm gonna talk to my manufacturer and find out why your CD has not arrived yet, which is kind of horrible. Sad, actually. All right. What up, D? How you doing? Angela. All right, let me pause this. What up, what up, what up, good people? It is I here. How you guys doing? I am going to look into, so Fern says she hasn't got her CD yet. What in the world is going on? You should have your CD. I'm not happy about this. So I'm gonna find out why you don't have your CD. How you doing, Allison from Gulf Coast? Wow. Hey D, my sister. Great gig at the Cavern in Liverpool. We played Liverpool with the Lone Bellow a few years ago. If you're out there on Facebook, Instagram, I think we're going to Twitter as well. Don't be shy. Come on to YouTube and please like and subscribe to the video. We're gonna go into some music today. I was a little late. I'm sorry. I made a post on Facebook and YouTube about my wife, and I didn't want her to know I made the post, so she couldn't edit it for me, which she always does. So it took me a little bit longer to make sure the wording was right, because all I know is like once it goes out, if there's typos in it, she's gonna see is the typos, which I'm sure there are typos in it, but I had to minimize how many typos were in it. I'm getting requests to go live. I'm not going live on. I'm live on Instagram, but I'm not gonna do like a shared screen. Maybe I'll do that one day. Angela says sing. She wants me to sing, right to the point. We're gonna talk. I might sing closer to the end. Hey, YouTube friends. So let's have a conversation. I want to talk to you guys, and I need you guys to like talk back to me, okay? To write things, to ask questions. I'm gonna go. I will sing. You want me to sing a song? What song do you want me to sing, Angela? I'm curious. I don't know if I'm gonna sing it, but I'm just curious. I want to do. Prospect is out, so let me do some housekeeping. Ernesto, how you doing, bro? Ernesto Gonzalez Diaz said, "I just discovered your music. Greetings from Mexico." That is beautiful to hear. This album has been getting incredible response, like unbelievable response. Full Circle, the song that was released on the day of the album, so it was like the focus track, is already crossed. I mean, I think it's a 150K. Don't quote me on that, but it's definitely over 100K, which is incredible to me because sometimes we lose sight of what these numbers mean because we see people like, okay, it's at 130K streams, and that number is probably going to change today. So we lose sight of what these numbers mean because we have these major labels who pump millions of dollars into their artists to get streams, right? And I'm not saying they're doing anything foul, even though they are. But it's just there's a whole machine behind it. So when you have an artist like me who doesn't have this big machine, the money that's put into it, most of it's my own money, right? I do get support from 30 Tigers, but I'm an artist. I'm an independent artist. I run my own label. So when you guys are listening to the music and the algorithm is changing, I always say this: say support your artist, like, subscribe, comment, not because like we need you to do those things for our just for our ego, because they want us to believe that algorithms control the world, control the media, control the internet. But it's the people that trigger the algorithm to say, hey, this artist, I want more of this artist. So when you support it, the Spotify, the Apple, the Amazon, the title, all these algorithms, the YouTube algorithms say, oh, you like this guy? Here's more of him. And then they start showing it to more people. So I always say, don't let the algorithm control you. You control the algorithm by being proactive in supporting the things you like and supporting the things that you want to see. So the album has been doing like incredible. I'm so happy for it. I'm glad you guys are appreciating it. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what people are gonna think about your record. You pour out your heart to it. You put out all your creativity, and someone will be like, "I don't like the way the drums sound." You know what I mean? But the drums sound great on this album. Shout out to Paul Mayberry. It's absolutely incredible, says Claudia. Nicole, how you doing from Kamloops? Yes, I love driving through Kamloops. If you're out there, please share. Join us on YouTube. It's always fun on YouTube. It's fun everywhere, but it's even funner on YouTube. You're great, Angela says. Thank you, Angela. You're so sweet. She said, sing. She says, I want you to sing, 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 sing. So I will sing something before I go. I love your music. Probably the biggest. Yo, shout out to my Niger fans. Yo, I have a fan in Niger. Oh, this is Doug. Okay, Doug Casey, come over, sir. I will. Are you living in Nigeria? I don't know why I thought you were in like Canada for some reason. I just assumed. Love fella. I don't know how big of a superstar fella still is, but I'm a huge fella Kute fan. I'm happy to see that you broke through the barriers because it is difficult. So congrats. Still breaking through barriers. The barriers don't end. This is the thing about the music industry. You're always constantly breaking through barriers. Doug, yeah, so I read that already. Angela really wants me to sing. Hey, Erica, great to see you. Doug and oh, you know Doug. Oh, that's awesome, bro. I thought you were Doug for some reason. I don't know why. Thank you, thank you. I love this comment. I'm gonna leave this comment up for a little bit. Angela, okay. So what I'm gonna do, if you guys are rocking with me from Montreal, Lemise, how you doing? We'll be out of Montreal soon. If you're in the Greater Toronto area, this is one last piece of housekeeping. I'm doing a show in Hamilton at Bridgeworks on the 20th, and we're doing it with Lydia Prasad and Logan Stats, two amazing artists in the city. And if you're in the area, please come out. So I'm going to stop promoting that stuff. I want to talk about this record. People want me to sing. I will sing. I'll talk and sing. I haven't eaten anything today, guys. Let's do a track. You guys want to do a track by track? I'm going to play the instrumental and talk about the song. I will definitely sing. I'll do one song. I don't know what I want to sing, but I'm going to sing out the instrumental. Late Night Thoughts, what up, bro? So we're going to do track by track and talking about this record and why these songs are important to me, what they mean. And if you have any questions, throw all your questions in the chat, and I will answer all your questions and make sure that we this is for you guys. These are things I'm doing exclusively for you guys. But I want to talk about these records, what they mean to me, why they wrote them, and hopefully I'm not too long-winded. But I have some really interesting points of view about some of these songs. So let's start with Prospect. We just started with Prospect. Let's play it. Ready? Let's figure it out. There we go. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Can you guys hear that? I turned it down a little bit so I can talk. So there's a lyric in the song Prospect, right? This is the title track of the record. And you guys have heard me say recently, you and I, the prospect. I want y'all to always understand and know that by the grace of God, you have control over your life. You have control over your destiny. And don't let anybody ever tell you that you cannot be what you are meant to be, right? You got to figure that out, but you got to continue and don't ever stop. And that's the hardest part about this life. Not letting other people's fears and apprehensions get in your head, right? How you doing, good people? How you doing, Bonnie? Bonnie says, hello, fellow good people. So we call you guys good people. We call us good people, and we're trying to stay good in this world because this world is always trying to strip away at us. So Prospect. Listen to this line on Prospect. I'm gonna pause it for a second. Listen to this line on Prospect. Never got to meet my grandfather. Nobody told me where he lays. It's a trip how someone you never knew can be buried in your DNA. Bonnie, I hope your daughter's here because I'm gonna go into some deep stuff. So this might be educational even, right? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Say It To Me, absolutely. It's a trip how someone you never knew could be buried in your DNA. Monarch butterflies. Rocket. Thank you, bro. Oh, I get some radio love from KBCU Sunday, Angel 95 tonight, and then KBCU Sunday. So tonight, if you're listening to Angel 95, listen up. This is so late night. This is, in my opinion, some of my best songwriting, right? And I'm not trying to toot your own horn. I take time to write songs, and when I write something that feels like bars, I'm like, this is it, man. So the monarch butterfly, I believe it's the monarch butterfly, will fly from North America and all the way to South America and then hatch its larva, eggs, however you want to say it. And then it will die there in South America, and the hatchlings, the baby butterflies that are born, are able to navigate all the way back to North America because the pathway was encoded in their DNA. Okay, think about that. So they know the way because their parents traveled there, and it's somehow that information was passed to them from their parents, right? Parents don't guide them back. It's crazy, right? Hey, Sean, how you doing, bro? Thank you, brother. God bless you, man. So I think so. I'll give you, that's a beautiful example of how but nature and creatures pass on information to their children. Here's another example that's not as beautiful, right? Not to put my father on blast, but I gotta say it. My father, back in the days, it was very popular to smoke indoors, in your cars, wherever, and people were smoking on TV, cigarettes that is, smoking on TV, smoking on commercials, and smoking was like promoted. My dad used to smoke, he doesn't anymore. And when I was young, he smoked, and I believe he smoked around me, right? My wife, Ashton, same thing. Her father smoked, smoke in the house, smoke around her. I grew up with severe allergies, severe asthma, and severe eczema. I do believe it had something to do with some of my diet, but I also believe it had to do with, I didn't get the music going again, sorry. I also believe it had to do with the smoking. And same with my daughter, my wife had serious allergies, and then we married each other and we created a super child with super allergies, which is my son Ahad. And he has severe allergies. And I believe that because her father smoked, my father smoked, that affected our health. And then in turn, it affected their grandchildren's health. That's a negative thing. But the positive thing is, imagine if everything we put into ourselves we put into our children. Imagine if like the mind state you had when you're producing a child affects the way that child thinks in the future. Imagine if you knew that. Like it's some crazy DNA stuff, but I believe there's truth to that. You know what I mean? In the Bible, they say the sins of the father are passed on to the children, right? In DNA, it's like you have genome sequences and things go into your body. So prospect is about how the life we live affects generation after generation after generation. And if we go into situations, especially procreation, with the idea that, hey, if I have a good mind in my life around this time, if I have a positive thinking, uplifting thinking, if I'm being healthy, if I'm eating the right stuff, if I'm not, you know what I mean, how would that affect the seed that I produce? So we could change the world just by how we build, how we procreate, I guess. I don't know. So think about that's what that line means to me. It's a trip how someone, let me say it quietly. It's a trip how someone you never knew could be buried in your DNA. Right? I literally never met my grandparents. If I did, I was too young to remember. And I believe there's attributes from my grandparents inside me that I don't even know exist. There's things that I probably do that they did that I don't even know exist. When I sit down like, I can't do it here, but let me try it. I sit down like this, right? All the time against chairs. My dad does that all the time. I wasn't copying my dad. I just do that. Right? So the point of prospect is to acknowledge our responsibility for each other, acknowledge what we've inherited from the past, the traumas, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, and also going forward with an understanding that what we pass on to our children, they're going to have those things as well. So I just want you guys to understand that you and I are the prospect. I say that loudly and clearly. You and I are the prospect, and live your life like you're inheriting greatness and that you're going to leave an inheritance of greatness for your children, for your grandchildren, for your great-great-grandchildren. That's the beginning of, quote-unquote, changing the world, right? So that's prospect. What's next? All right, let's try the next one. I don't need to talk about this song. We are the prospects. Absolutely, right? Angela wants me to sing. I will sing, Angela. What song do you want me to sing? I asked, you didn't tell me. Danger. This is Danger. All right, let's do Danger. I'll sing it like this. Timothy was left on Adelaide to lay there cold in his own blood. Shadows fall down, endless alleyway of fiendish pain where bullets struck. Ricochet loves, innocence don't shield your skin, protect your fragile bones. Single teardrop, gazing into dusk as he looked up and he cried, I feel danger, hear me calling, be my savior, Lord, hear me calling. I'm afraid here, night is falling, don't let me die, Lord. I feel danger, lift my breath, my heart, my soul. Lift my breath, my heart, my soul. Evelyn stood by the window pane. It's more than strange she won't pick up her archangel, the only male who stuck around long enough for her to love. Stomach turning, pacing through the dark, the dinner on the table cold, fighting teardrops, mama's intuition fighting back as she cried, I feel danger, hear me calling, be my savior, Lord, hear me calling. I'm afraid here, night is falling, don't let me die, Lord. I feel danger, lift my breath, my heart, my soul. Lift my breath, my heart, my soul. Oh, I feel lost, Lord. Don't let it end. Hear me when I cry. Yeah. I feel danger. Hear me call. Be my savior, Lord. Hear me calling. I'm afraid here. Night is falling. Don't let me die, Lord. I feel danger. Lift my burden, my heart, my soul. Lift my burden, my heart, my soul. I feel danger. Hear me calling. Be my savior, Lord. Hear me calling. I'm afraid here. Night is falling. Don't let me die, Lord. I feel danger. Ooh. I sang that one because I've talked about that story a lot. Shout out to Evelyn Fox, sister Evelyn Fox. Yo, I gotta give a shout out to someone here. Late Night Thoughts is, I think that's the name of their band, and they shared a, I don't know if I retweeted it, but I meant or reshared it. They shared a cover of my song Until You. So Late Night Thoughts, put your Instagram handle in the chat there on YouTube and let everybody see it. They did a cover, a duet, and I haven't heard it sang like this before, so it's beautiful to see. And they both sang harmonies, both sang lead, and it's amazing. So go check it out. Late Night Thoughts did a beautiful version of Until You. I think their handle might just be Late Night Thoughts on Late Night Thoughts, like thoughts, not that thought. Let's see what Crystal said. Crystal says, well, that song gets you right in the heart. It's beautifully written. Thank you so much. Who knows Mexican or Spanish? Sorry. Stupid idiot. Let me read this one. Hermosa Canción. I can't say it. Lovely song. I think he said lovely song. I'm hoping that's it. Check it out. Check out Late Night Thoughts. Thanks, man. Late Night Thoughts .music. Just write the whole thing so people don't have to think about it, because sometimes people have a hard time thinking about it. You guys want to hear more? I'm gonna go through these real quick. All right. I love that. I love when people write in different languages because it makes me realize how uncultured I am. And it makes me be like, I need to learn. I've traveled so much. How do you pronounce your name? AGBU2N says, how do you pronounce your name? It's I, like your eye, like you and I, right? And it means, it's a Hebrew word, which is, they pronounce it AHI, which means brother. And I consider you guys my family. I consider you guys good people. And I just want you to acknowledge me as a brother. And that's it. So next song, lift me again, all right? I think I'm going to go into the TV mixes. So, all right. So guys, Lift Me Again. I'm going to say more technical about this song. I toured with Lauren Daigle for almost 2 years. Shout out to Lauren Daigle, my sister, spiritual sister. And on that tour, I was able to play in stadiums, like places like Red Rocks, Radio City Music Hall. Hey, love the Hebrew. Had no idea where it came from. Achi Shali, so he knows. So, and I say I because it's I'm Anglicanizing it. I don't know if that's the right word. I would love to sing in Espanol, but I don't know if I'm gonna do good at it. Tremble is a beautiful song. So, being on that tour, I was able to like be in these amazing venues, and I was hearing my voice for the first time in these big spaces. Red Rocks, Radio City Music Hall, Orpheum Theaters, Greek theaters. It was just amazing. And during sound check, I just remember feeling like, this is what my voice can do. This is how powerful my voice can be. And it's not all about me, but it's just like, I didn't grow up as a singer. I had to learn how to become a singer. I always had passion for it, but I had to learn to discover my voice over time. So this song, when I went down to write it, it was really the first time where I really said to myself, honor your voice. Let your voice be the star of this song. So it was all about just the emotion and the feeling in my voice. And I feel like when I wrote it, I was like, oh, that's what my voice can do. So there's no Say It To Me without Lift Me Again. Right? So this song is it's also, the message is very clear. Like, we all fall, we all stumble. I look to God, I look to my wife, I look to my family to help me get back up. And sometimes it's not just from our strength that we can get up. I know we have to have the strength within us, but sometimes we got to call on others for help. and have the humility to do that. So that's Lift Me Again. You get, let me see if I can do this one. So won't you reach for me and I don't even know if there's a soldier left inside, and I don't even know if there's a power to survive. I said, it's only when you live. Here it goes. It's only when you live me again. A little off there. Again. It's only when you leave me again. It's only when you leave me again. Leave me again. I haven't sang this song in a long time. You live. I'm sure that was wrong. Let me read something. This is a little sporadic. I wasn't planning on singing anything today. Tremble. That's wrong. All right, so Tremble, Lauren Daigle's a song. We also have a song together, Lauren Daigle and I, called Hold On To Me. So I gotta shout out Lauren Daigle for Lift Me Again, because it was her tour. It was that experience. It was listening to her just perform these songs and just realizing how powerful her voice was. And I was like, my voice is like that. I should be writing songs that are this powerful. So you want me to read the lyrics for you guys real quickly? Wipe my cheek, all my misery, 'cause I've been spit on, made a mockery. Less than human is how they look at me, smeared and slandered by my enemies. It's very poetic. But it's real talk. I felt that way in my life. Let me read some of these. How you doing, bro? Just beautiful. One of my favorites of the new album. Lift Me Again is one of my favorites. They're all one of my favorites. I wrote 10 songs. They're all one of my favorites. Thank you, brother. Yeah, so and then that song is from a real place, but it was me saying, how can I lift my voice up to that heights? And I hope it did that. I became, this is I gotta read your names. ADN Seb 1234 says, I became a fan thanks to your tour with Lauren Daigle. What show did you see, ADN? Let me know what city you were in. Wish I could have seen one of those shows. The two of you together is a dream. That tour was miraculous, man. It was, when you see something bubbling like that and rising like that, it's unprecedented. It's unreal, and to be a part of that, whew, it was just like one of the best times of my life. Even though I was away from my family for long periods of time, it was just beautiful. Okay, so I should be highlighting the comments that I'm talking to. Wish I could have seen you on one of those shows. Yes, I read that. So saw you twice on that tour, Reading, PA. Oh, and Man Music. Oh, that was Man in Philly was amazing. That was a great show. That was awesome. Philly, like, there's certain audiences. Every show is great. Don't get me wrong. Like, none of those shows were anything less than great. But there's certain audiences that just like show up, like Albuquerque, Philly, Boston, New York was like insane. New York was one of my favorite places to perform ever. New York. Philly was amazing. Philly's also always, I played Philly several times and they're always awesome. I played big stages and very tiny stages. I played to thousands of people and to ones of people, right? So, all right, let's go. I might keep singing. I might not keep singing, but don't hate me if it sucks. Close Fire. I talked about this song because I have a music video for it, so I'm not gonna go too much into like the details of this song, but essentially, Dayton, Ohio on here. Yo, what up, Dayton, Ohio? I've been to Dayton a few times. I love Ohio. Hey, that's where LeBron James is from. So, I'm trying to remember what venue was Dayton, Ohio. All right, so you ever felt like you can't move, like you're being like held by two sides and you can't, that's how I felt when I wrote this song. All right, let me Nutter Center. Woo, that place was dope. I do remember Nutter Center. That was awesome. All right, let me read some of these comments. Dayton, Ohio, in the building. Dan Nicky is an awesome name. Dan Nicky. That's beautiful. AGB says, I pray one day to have you in Nigeria. We are creating a community of people who love your kind of music. When it is time, you'll come. You deserve every stage in the world. My father's Trinidadian, and I believe my people passed through Nigeria at some point to get to this side of the world. But like a lot of our music is similar. Nigerian music and Trinidadian music, calypso, soca, West Indian music. So I love my Nigerian people. Shout out to Precious Achua. All right, let's read this. Replying to Tony Fedette, Orpheum Theater, Boston. Hold On to Me was beautiful. Orpheum Theater is amazing. My daughter is a dancer, age 12. She's doing a duo this year to Hold On to Me. I hope it's the version with me on it. So please, if it's me, tag me in it, okay? Angela says, okay, Nutter Center, we got that. Great to hear you and see you, but I need to go back to work, man. Don't get fired for me. Have a successful career and strong hug. Thank you, brother. A strong hug. So, Cold as Fire. I'm not going to go into the full details of the song, but it was a very controversial summer of 2020. A lot took place, and I can't. If I go into the song, I'm gonna read some lyrics for you, right? Let me pull out the lyrics. So it says, is that the end of the song? That's a short song. It says, have I become a lesser man because I don't want to fight nobody's war? This song is about the climate of social media, the climate of politics, the climate of, without talking about politics, without talking all this stuff, we've become so divisive, and it's nauseating. If you have any common ground with anybody, try to focus on the common ground and all the divisive stuff, the things that separate us. If you have to talk about it, go ahead, but try to focus on the common ground. It'll help us get further in life. So this song is about focusing on that and the common ground I found in my wife, who has always supported me, who's always helped me to become a better, stronger man, and knowing that, like, when you got nobody, sometimes that's who I got. I'm not going to go into all that because I did a whole long episode about Cold as Fire, but let's hear another one. People want me to sing this song. I'll try. I'll do a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Your words are not lost. Your voice is not weak. If no one will hear you, say it to me. When your secrets are heavy and you're ready to scream, I'll carry the burden, say it to me. Here we go. Call, I'll be listening. Tell me everything, whatever you need. All of your whispers, tell me everything. Oh, say it to me. This darkness. Sing it with me, come on. This darkness will scatter and your troubles will flee. There's nobody left here, say it to me. Yeah, yeah. Call, I'll be listening. Tell me everything, whatever you need. Oh, whispers, tell me everything. Oh, say it to me. If you need someone to hear you, don't you need someone to hear you? If you need someone to hear you, oh, say it to me. If you need someone to hear you, don't you need someone to hear you? If you need someone to hear you, oh, say it to me. If you need someone to hear you, don't you need someone to hear you? Say it to me. That's why you hear that. Can you hear my son whining? My son is 2 years old, and he's turning he's turning 3 in April, so he's still 2 years old, and he's going through this very whiny, cry phase, and it's like a man's kryptonite is a baby crying for no reason. But he's been very whiny and crying. He's been very pushy and bossy with his siblings. So you can hear him in the background crying. Say it to me. Say it to me will be on my song list when I come to Virginia. Is a song. I talked about this song too, so I'm not going to go into too much, but I'll just say, let me read these lyrics for you, and somebody needs to hear this. This darkness will scatter, and your troubles will flee. There's nobody left here. Say it to me. Don't let your voice be buried in fear, in doubt, in confusion. You know what I mean? Just speak out, pray, talk to somebody. Whatever it is that you need to get it out of you, don't let it be bottled up inside of you. Let it out. Someone is listening. Someone will be there for you. I promise. I promise. And if nobody is there for you, listen to this song and just say it out loud, okay? But yeah, don't let yourself be silenced, right, or crippled. Next. You want me to sing the song? Everything I've lost is all I've got. There ain't much I can give, but I'll give you everything. Anything you had, you gave me half, yeah. When I was living with nothing, you helped me believe in something. Didn't know what it goes alone on the outside. Every day's a way to say it's about time I find one to keep me warm. I was one of the wandering, trying to fight through the elements. Time stood still when you first walked in. Fate made plans I can never predict. I was empty, lost without a clue. Until now, until you never went to bed, still you lent your hand. Found me in street penniless. You reached out and crowned me king. Sing the harmonies, come on everybody. Didn't know what it goes alone on the outside. Every day's a way to say it's about time I find one to keep me warm. Paul Mayberry. I was one of the wandering, trying to fight through the elements. Time stood still when you first walked in. Fate made plans I can never predict. I was empty, lost without a clue. Until now, yeah. Until you, oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. The mornings are golden as your heart. I was down in the darkness until you came along. Didn't know what it goes alone on the outside. Every day's a way to say it's about time I found one to keep me warm. I was one of the wandering, trying to fight through the elements. Time stood still when you first walked in. Fate made plans I could never predict. I was empty, lost without a clue. Until now, until you. Here we go. Everything I've lost is all I've got. Yeah, there ain't much I can give, but I'll give you everything. All right, I wanted to read this comment. Enjoy the whining and crying. You know what, Crystal, you know what, you're right. I miss it. Never thought I would say that, but mine is now 14, and I would give anything for a 2-year-old him for just one more minute. Wow. Enjoy the whining and crying is the moral of today, of this episode of Me, Myself, and I. You know what? I came on here. I didn't even introduce Me, Myself, and I. You guys know what it is. This is Me, Myself, and I. And this episode, we're just talking about the music. And it's a little exclusive for those of you who join me. And let's read some more of these comments. Okay, watch your head on the mic. You know what's happening? I changed some things in my room. Now my mic is a little higher than it's used to. I brought my camera down, so I'm a little more eye level with you guys. So my head's a little higher. If I come down here, I'm too far away from the mic, but if I'm up here, it's a lot awkward. So I got to make some adjustments. I'm trying to find the best way to communicate with you guys. So I've been adjusting my room. I need a bigger desk. My desk is about, let's say, like this big, right? I think I can go a little bit wider. So New Year's, I'm going to plan on making some adjustments. But yeah, my head's like pop, pop, pop. That's why I wear my helmet. All right, more comments. Anna, is it Anna or Ann? Ann, I can't say this. Psitsnik, and Sasnik. I'm gonna say Ann Sasnik. Please correct me. I tried this before, I'm pretty sure. She says, love this song, Unto You. Singing along at home. Check out Late Night Thoughts Music on Instagram, YouTube. I don't know where their pages they have everywhere. They did a cover of Unto You, and it's awesome. Go check it out. Angela says, please. She just wants me to keep singing. Please don't stop, she's saying. Fantastic as always. All right, let's go. So let's go to another song. Echo, one of my favorite. So Echo is, I'm going to talk about this one. But y'all got to go listen to it. Now I'm getting shorter. All right, so Echo is, do you guys want the inside scoop, or do you want me to tell you the generic media stuff? I'll give you the inside scoop. I'm going to read the lyrics for this one. Let's try this one. I haven't sang this song. I'm going to sing some of it. We are the abandoned ones. We were cast aside. Okay, I want to talk about this one. I was going to sing, but I want to talk about this one. Singing the lyrics made me realize what I want to talk about. Yo, I don't like to talk about politics. I say it all the time. I don't like to talk about race so much. Not because I'm afraid of it. I'm a black guy. I'm very aware of it. But these things become so divisive for no reason. But I've been in a situation where I've hold on to my heritage and my culture dearly. Like, if you know me personally, you know how much my heritage and my culture means to me. And I'm gonna get into On Your Way, okay? And this song is about, like, this is about, like, those of us who feel like we're outcasted, those of us who are misfits, those of us who don't feel like we belong anywhere. But we are the abandoned ones. My people were abandoned. You know what I mean? And put into this whole weird system. I come from Jamaica. I know I wasn't born there, but my mother's from Jamaica, father's from Trinidad. And I look at my culture and history. We were cast aside in the smoldering sun, voiceless, though we always sung. I could play music while I did this. Because the whistling wind knows the thunder will come. We were born from a desolate, like a noise in the emptiness. Though once ignored, we will be heard. So all of our voices ring as one. So let me break something down for you. I believe that the liberation of oh, died. Guys, guess what? Okay, 1 second. Guys, my gimbal died, so I'm gonna hang up on you guys. You guys, look what happened. My gimbal, I was on YouTube and my gimbal died, and now it's just like whoop, so they can't see it anymore. That's hilarious. All right, let me pause this for a second. So we're gonna talk about "On Your Way" at the end, and I'm gonna answer. Your hat is a trademark. My hat is my trademark now. Absolutely. Let's see this question, but I want to get back into echo. Can I ask you? So I not hear about your song earlier, but tell me please, what of the best of your Christian songs can I recommend to my friend? Oh, the whole album. But I would say it to me. I think Prospect's a good one. Lift Me Again. Say it to me, lift me again. Those are kickers. And even Full Circle, right? But they're all for everybody. You know what I mean? But say it to me and lift me again. Try those two. And that will get them into a territory that they're familiar with. They have a very spiritual vibe. So this is so funny. Look at this, guys. So Echo is just about realizing that, like, don't ever count out the disenfranchised, the people that you cast at the bottom, because sometimes they are, back to what we were saying earlier about Prospect, encoded in their DNA is a high level of compassion, a high level of desire for equality, a high level of just looking for a righteous way. Good evening from South Africa, Tian. How you doing? So I feel like, like there's something to learn from the people who marched during civil rights, the people who were in shackles, who were in the fields and the plantation, because of the compassion that they had to not retaliate, to not uprise. And you know what I mean? Some people did uprise, but I don't even think that nobody uprised, because that did happen, and rightfully so. But at the same time, we are constantly forgiving. And I think that there is a moral component that we always strive for, because we understand what it means to be at the bottom. And I think with that understanding, we all can come together and bring our voices together for righteousness' sake, for humanity's sake. You know what I mean? We live in a world that will constantly be divided because of the nature of power, because of the nature of wealth. And us on the ground here, us regular people, the serfs, we got to constantly work together and bring our voices together to be heard, to overcome hardship and tribulation and oppression, all these crazy things that we experience in this life. But we can only do that together. So Echo is about that, bringing our voices together. Can you hear that? The echo. So all of our voices ring as one. And we echo. And we echo. So all of our voices, all of our voices. So that's what it's all. Let your voices, you see there's a theme on this record. I want you guys to feel empowered. The last 2 years have been something else. And there's a lot of people who pretend like they care about us, but they only care about lining their pockets, about gaining more power. And I want us down here to realize that we have the power in ourselves. You know what I mean? By the grace of God, by the strength within you that is invested in you. Don't let your job bring you down. Don't let money bring you down. Don't let stress bring you down. This is what this record is about. You and I, say it again, you and I are the prospect. You have the right to choose your destiny. You have the freedom to choose your destiny. So don't let any power, any principality knock you down, okay? Am I making sense? Anyway, next song. I love that there's people tuning in from South Africa. Please spread my music in South Africa. I want to go to South Africa so badly. I have a very strong connection with South Africa. I'm a huge fan of Stephen Biko. Read a lot of his stuff. Please. Nelson Mandela, obviously. I read his book too. Cool of the day. So this song is. Have you guys listened to "Cool of the Day"? This is like a sleeper on the record. One of my favorite songs on the record too. One of my favorite. It's an unsung hero on the record, and I know it's going to be that. But like, this song is about essentially the fall of man. You know what I mean? I've always been fascinating with the idea of like, how did we get to where we are today? You know, even though technology is getting better, are our spirits getting better? Are we treating each other better? And there's an argument for no. It seems to be that we're becoming more vain, becoming more self-centered, self-interested. And I look at like where we've come from and where we've gone. I'm gonna pull out these lyrics. This is one of my favorite lyrical songs as well. Get lost. Oh, oh. I'll sing this one. Wise as a serpent, sweet as a bird. Lay down my life if you give me your word. Oh, let me go louder. Oh, we came out of the garden and into the woods, up from the ashes and down from the sun. In the cool of the day, we got carried away. How did we get lost? Oh, oh, it's a bridge. I hear you, darling. I hear you say, I hear you calling, and I know the way. I hear you, darling. I hear you say, I hear you calling, and I know the way. Oh, we came out of the garden and into the woods, up from the ashes and down from the sun. In the cool of the day, we got carried away. How did we get lost? Oh, 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 oh. So cool of the day. That's a line from actually the Bible. There's a lyric. There's a line that says "cool of the day," and I always found that idea fascinating. We came out of the garden and into the woods, up from the ashes and down from the sun. In the cool of the day, we got carried away. So they say you can't talk about biblical stuff and you can't be like religious in your music, but I make music for everybody. This is my experience. This is what I come from. So uh, I just write what I feel like writing, and I don't care what people have to say. So if you enjoy, if you like it, if it makes you nervous, it is what it is. Full circle. Please go and check out the music video for this song. I directed it at the Cinesphere in Toronto, Ontario Place, and it is the original IMAX theater, I think, in the North America. So I'm really happy with this song, and this song is doing incredible, incredible, incredible right now. So go listen to it. The lyrics, it's about being lost, and it's about realizing that I was a lost one, and my wife helped me find myself. You know what I mean? Helped me have confidence in myself, and no matter how far I drift, how far I stray, she always helps ground me, by the grace. All right, so I'm not gonna play this whole song. Out of control, I swear. Drowning in a world of sin. I know if for me. That's not the second verse, but. All right, let me see. Yeah, she did an amazing job with the video, and the song moves me to the core. I'm such a perfectionist. There's so many things in that music video that I'm like, I want to fix this, I want to do that, I want to do that better. But I think I might continue to direct my own music videos with help, of course, because I think it's a great experience to direct and lead a team. Taking what's in here and putting it on the screen is absolutely fun. I worked with Heist Films on that one, and they did my Danger video, Cold as Fire video, and it's been incredible working with them. I did 5 music videos for this record, guys. I organized, paid for 5 music videos for you guys. So please watch it, share it. Most artists don't even do one music video. A lot of artists don't do even one music video because videos are expensive. So to be able to do that has been amazing. So next is someone asked me about On Your Way. Alright, let's go to On Your Way, and then I'm gonna eat some lunch. Can't believe my phone got clapped. So someone said, let's find that comment. Let me find that comment before I go back to that comment. Late Night Thoughts said, it takes so much to make good music videos. Excited. Yeah, it takes a lot to make good music videos. My music videos are not perfect. They're not Taylor Swift levels or Beyonce levels, great music videos. They're not Kanye West levels, but they're what I can create, and I'm happy with them, and they convey the message and the emotion of the song. So check them out. And there should be some lyric videos coming out soon. Once I'm able to make them. All right, there it is. There's a question. What inspired On Your Way? You guys want to hear something crazy? You guys are getting like inside scoop. I'm gonna give you something real quickly. So Songwriting Process. I'm gonna play you like the first. I don't know what it's gonna even sound like. When I first conceived this song, On Your Way, I knew that I wanted to write a song. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let me know if you can hear this. So this is me. That's like the first. That's like, I don't know why I clicked on that video. This is the first time I wrote the song. Just like I said, friends to the end. You're on your way. You're on your way. So this is how the song started. Sorry if I'm a little loud. I apologize. So that was like the first recording of that. So now right here, I'm sitting in. I usually write in my office. Let me try this out a bit. I usually write in my office, studio office, and when I got that part of the song, I went into the stairwell because I don't know why, but I was in this space where I just started thinking about life and thinking about like how one moment passes to a next moment and like how the water flow. Okay, so I'll tell you a story. This is gonna be the last story I tell you, but this is a good one. I backpacked across Ontario, and let me turn this down a little bit. On my travels to Northern Ontario, I stopped in a place called Barrie, Ontario, and there was a man there who's playing guitar, and he came up to me and played me a song. And he didn't ask for any money or anything. He's like, I want money from you, man. I just want to play you this song. And he's like, no matter what you do, don't forget the golden rule. We're all drops in the ocean. We're all I just remember those 2 lines. We're all drops in the ocean. And he said, no matter what you do, don't forget the golden rule. That's what he kept singing over again. No matter what you do. Just like this. Don't forget the golden rule. Right? And I remember like it just hit me so hard. And the golden rule is to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Right? Or don't do unto others as you would. Right? So it's about how we treat each other at the end of the day. But the line of like us being drops in the ocean, drops in the river that lead to the ocean. A river will end, and ocean begins. You're on your way. So I thought about how like life is like a series of graduations. You know what I mean? The monarch butterfly. This is all bringing it full circle. The monarch butterfly flies to North America, South America, sorry, from North America, lays its larva. I don't know what you call it. They turn into They turn into caterpillars, go into the cocoon. Cocoon turns into a butterfly, and then the process goes backwards to North America, and then it continues back and forth, right? But these are all graduations, and we're passing on things to the generation after the generation. And I think we get lost in thinking that, like, okay, if a friend of mine is leaving, like, I've lost that person. I have a thing that I say all the time. You know, people that I have this beautiful relationship with, but we don't hang out every day. We don't call each other often. But when I see them, it's all love. It's all blessings and goodness. And I say, I'm gonna see that person in heaven. Because, you know, we try to hold on to people. We feel like departure is always a negative thing, but sometimes it's like, I want to see you do good, so I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna wish you well. I want to see you in the good light. I want to see you with stars shine, so that you can accomplish everything that I hope for you. I'm not gonna hold on to you and inhibit you from reaching your fullest life potential. You know what I mean? I believe in the afterlife. I believe in a life beyond this life. So I feel like, hey, if you're doing good, I'll see you there, right? So makes me super emotional. I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't eaten yet. But if it's a child, if it's a friend, if it's a coworker, business partner, we should encourage people to seek greatness, even if it means at the expense of our relationship, or at the, you know, maybe this is the response to closer from a distance. Never thought about that way. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to let people go, not because it's hurting us or because it's hard for us. Sometimes we got to let people go because we want to see them do great. We want to see better for them. You know what I mean? That's a hard thing to accept and understand in life. But I think it's important for us to always just want to see the best for everybody. That's how I look at life. I just want everybody to to reach their fullest potential, find their purpose, and walk in it with the fullness of their heart. So I'm gonna end it there. I just want to say thank you guys so much for always tuning in to me, myself, and I should be back next week. I'll let you know in advance. It's been great hanging out with you. I hope you guys enjoy. Just got louder. Hope you guys enjoy Prospect. Please share it with as many people as possible. Share it far and wide across the world. I always say I don't care if I get famous. I just want the whole world to hear my music. And I want you guys to hear the music. I want you guys to appreciate the music. And if you do, let's rock the algorithms and say, no, you don't control us. We control you. We want to hear more we want whatever artists you love, whatever artists you want to support. We want to hear more of that by supporting that. I'm happy with this record, and I think it's going to continue to grow and make waves across the planet. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay good. God bless. All right.